What did you make of Guy Gibson? Was that your first contact with him?
I wish I'd have quid for every time I've been asked that question. But I have to say that what I feel about Gibson has to be retrospective, because at the time of the Squadron, he was the wing commander, Squadron commander. I was a little sergeant, and one of his, I would say, shortcomings was he could not bring himself down to the lower ranks in any way. He could communicate beautifully with senior officers above him and officers of equal rank, and with some of the down perhaps as low as the flight lieutenants. But he wasn't good below that, and with NCOs he didn't want to know. He was a keen disciplinarian, which didn't go down too well with NCO aircrew, of course. Before he joined 617, he was an OC of 106 Squadron at Scienceton. I have to be very careful how I word this, but we're told that he was known as the Arch born out of wedlock by the crew there. But when he came to form the new squadron, I'm sure he realised that you've got to get more out of the crews than he had to in the past. And I think he calmed down quite a bit. He got everything that he wanted for the squadron. And there was a story which went that at one stage there was something that he wanted, and he rang the group, and the group said, "Sorry, we can't do that." So he rang command, and they gave him the same answer. He said, "Right." So he rang Air Ministry, and they gave him the same answer. He said, "Right, I'll sit in my office until you change your mind." And he did, and they did, and he got what he wanted. But he was that careful about the need for the squadron itself. But I think the essence of his real leadership came up on the raid itself, where he flew the first attack on the Moan Dam, which is the only one that was defended, assessing, apart from dropping his bomb, assessing the defences on that dam. And then, as he called each aircraft in turn, he flew alongside them to detract some of those defences. And this to me says, you're doing this, I'm doing this, we're doing it together. And that to me is the essence of good leadership. And later on, of course, after Mickey Martin had made his attack, he flew on the other side, so there were three of them going in at the same time. But that, I say, was my ultimate opinion of Gibson, and although it has to be retrospective, I still think he was a good leader.